Hey everyone, Lisa Farrar here, your holistic health coach from LimitlessWellbeing.com. I wanted to share with you a little tip of something you can use in place of white flour. So white flour is bleached and it's heavily processed, so it can build up some toxins in our bodies. What I like to do in place of white flour is to use gluten-free oats. I grind the oats up to make my own oat flour, and then I use the oat flour in place of the normal white flour, and you can do this for any recipe essentially. Another thing you can use if you don't want to use oats is almonds or nuts. They can also make flours for you, so you can get almond flour. But with the oat flour, you can get gluten-free oats, and so for a lot of recipes, if you're trying to make something gluten-free, this is a good option or substitute to use. So I'm fortunate enough that my loving hubby got me a new Vitamix for Christmas, and it's got this dry container so I can make my flour. And all you do, if I can get the lid off of it here, to make oat flour is to put some of your oats down in your container and pop it in the Vitamix or on your blender, I guess. A normal blender probably will not work for this. It may not be powerful enough. So if you don't have a Vitamix or something equivalent that would be powerful enough to blend the oats down to a grain, what you can use is a coffee grinder. And I got this coffee grinder, I think from Walmart maybe for like $8 or $10, something around that realm. But they also work great, you just can't do as much at one time. But same thing, you just put a little bit of the oats in your coffee grinder, pop the lid on. Woo, that one went right away. But yeah, basically you just turn it on. Here's my empty jar here. So now that they're ground up, I'm going to try to do this without making a mess, but I'm probably going to make a mess. You can just store the oats in a glass container. There's a little bit more in there, but I'm already making a mess. So you can see we've got ground up oats for our oat flour. Now if you want to see the Vitamix do it, see if I can do this backwards. One thing you may have to do is just kind of give it a good shake. Actually, it's got it ground up fairly well. But shake it around to let the oats that were on the bottom get to the top and vice versa. We'll just start it up here again. So, and you use the same amounts, so if a recipe calls for 1 cup of flour, you can do 1 cup of oat flour. And again, here I go making a mess. But there we have oat flour. So I hope that you like this little tip and you are able to implement it into some of your recipes. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them at the bottom of the video. Please leave a comment and let me know your thoughts and if you try this out. Thanks so much for tuning in.